Hello and welcome to Rolling with Two. I'm Will, and with me as always is the crouton in my bowl of salad,
Sarah.
And today we're doing a two-player perspective and accessibility for Point Salad. Sarah, tell us a bit about this game.
All right. Point Salad is a fast card drafting game where cards have veggies on one side and scoring methods on the other side. The goal is to make your salad worth the most points. Will, how do the rules change for two players?
So there is no bot, so there is no bananas in your salad. What happens for a two-player game is you count up different numbers of cards, and that's actually going to be on all the player counts.
Yep, all player counts.
So it doesn't matter that it's two players, it's going to be different than the rest.
Exactly. So let's talk about the issues, and really, I mean, the main issue with the two-player game is it's just so short.
Yes.
So the one thing they do recommend in the book, because you're going to have to separate it out, you can actually separate the full deck into 3 separate stacks. So play 3 rounds, and that gives you a very full experience for the game.
A fully loaded salad.
Fully loaded salad, indeed.
that was about it, right?
Yeah, that was it. So the great news...
No, that was...
No. So what it does really well is, fewer players means that you have access to the cards that you... better access to the cards you want. I mean, because the other person can only draft a few cards, and then it's your turn to draft again. So it's much more tactical.
Yeah. Additionally, some of the goals require you to get the most of something. So for a two-player game, it's a lot easier to track of who has how many carrots.
Yeah.
So
there's some respects where a two-player game can be somewhat easier than a higher player game when it comes to just, being able to get the salad you want.
Yes.
So honestly, that's it. It's relatively... what is the word I'm trying to find? Good. Player count wise.
Right.
Anyways.
Player neutral.
Player neutral is what I was trying to say.
In terms of experience.
Yeah. So let's move on to accessibility. And the only real challenge is there is some yellow text on white. That's just a little hard to see just because of the poor contrast. But moving on to what it does well, the rest of the text has really good contrast between the text color and the background, so it's going to be really easy to see most everything.
Yeah, and the side that has the veggies, I mean, they're very bold. So they pop right off the table. I'd say even if you have colorblind issues, telling colors apart, there's going to be no problem figuring out what's what.
The good news is they use the picture of the veggie. So even though like the onion is purple and the tomato, tomato's red. The purple and red are slightly close. The shape of the fruit, which is what they use for the icon, is distinct enough. You're not going to mix them up.
Right.
And that's actually what my next point is. It's very clear iconography. So all the scoring methodology it's very clear to understand what you need to score.
Yeah, and all open information.
Yes, it's all open information. So even if you are confused or can't read that yellow on white background, someone else can hopefully read it for you.
All right.
Yes.
Would we recommend this for two players?
I would say yes. Now, the only thing would be is if you don't want a tactical game, because this is really good. It's a very strong tactical game. The setup can be a slightly annoying, so that's the biggest reason I've heard most people not want to play this two-player, is the setup involved.
Most people don't want to chop up their vegetables.
I mean, really, if you want a good salad, it's going to take a little bit of work.
Yes.
So really,
prep your salad.
Prep it.
Yeah. So yes, two players definitely recommend accessibility-wise.
Yes, it is really good. Like you said, well, it's all open information, so even if you're having issues with anything, someone else can help you. But there really are not many issues.
Yes, agreed. In fact, this is like one of the few games I can actually see the art because they're so bold and stand out. So it's fantastic accessibility-wise. Well, that will do it for us here at Rolling with Two. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can reach us on the various social media platforms at
Rolling with Two. That's TWO. We're on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And on YouTube, please like and subscribe.
And why would you ever eat your salad all alone when you can be Rolling with Two?